had done what he said. He had got rid of every last one. The people gave the piper food and drink, and they sang songs and played music all night. The next day, the piper went to the mayor and asked for his money. "Oh," said the mayor, "you see, there is a problem. I asked you to get rid of every last rat, 100% of them. But you didn't. There was one you didn't find." The mayor opened a drawer and took out a rat in the night. He had sent one of his men to another city and told him to bring back a rat. Of course, this rat was much smaller than the rats of Hamelin. It did not have long hair or teeth like knives. "That rat came from somewhere else," said the piper. "I know, I drowned all the rats, but if you like, you can pay me 900 pounds instead of 1,000. He laughed. "Just think, the rat cost me 100 pounds. The mayor cleared his throat. "I'm sorry, but I don't think you understand business. You told me that you would get rid of every last rat, and you did not. So I cannot pay you any money. Sorry. That's just how business works." For a moment, the piper said nothing. The mayor was afraid. Could this man hurt him? But no, he was only a piper, and the mayor wasn't a rat. "Are you sure you want to do this?" said the piper. "I will pay you 100 pounds, said the mayor quickly, "and I will give you a full bag of food for your journey. And don't worry," said the piper, "I wouldn't need it where I'm going." And the piper walked outside. For a moment, the mayor felt better. He had got rid of the rats, and he didn't have to pay the piper any money. But then, the piper started to play. He stood in the streets of Hamelin and played a very different kind of music. But this time, it was the children who came. They stopped playing and all ran to the piper. The mayor thought that this was nice, but then the children moved into a line. The piper played his pipe, led the children through town. Every child followed him, every last one. The piper walked out of town and the children followed. The mayor watched and couldn't believe it. The children's parents were all at work or sleeping after the party, so they didn't know what was happening. "Stop, stop!" cried the mayor. He ran into the street, but the children didn't stop. He pulled at them and told them to go home, but the children did not listen. They could only follow the piper. The mayor tried to follow, but he was old and afraid. So he went back to his house and shut all the doors. Then he hid near a window and watched. The piper led the children up into the hills. He led them through the forest. Finally, he led them to the mountain. The mayor thought that he must stop here because the mountain was tall and hard to climb. But as the piper played, the mountain opened up. It opened like a door, and the piper walked inside, and of course, the children followed him. One by one, the children of Hamelin disappeared with the piper into the mountain. Later, the parents came home and saw that their children were gone, but 3 children came back to town. One of the children had a limp, one was blind, and the other was deaf. "What happened?" asked the parents. "The piper played his music," said the boy with the limp, and all the children went to him. "I tried to follow, but I couldn't. When they went up the hills, I couldn't climb because of my limp. I followed them to the forest," said the blind girl. "But then I got lost. I could not find the way because I'm blind." "I did not hear the music," said the deaf girl. "Actually, she said it in sign language, and her mother spoke her words." All the children danced and followed the piper, and I thought that was strange. So I followed them to see where they were going. When they came to the mountain, it opened up and they all went inside. They just disappeared. I tried to see what was inside, but it was dark. I'm glad that I'm deaf because after the last children went inside, the mountain closed again. But why would he do that? Said the parents. He was so friendly last night. I heard him talking to the mayor, said the blind girl. The mayor didn't want to pay him. That was all the parents needed to hear. The music was in their ears and was a very different kind of music. They went to the mayor's house and they did not ask for him to open the door. He was a rat. And you don't talk sweetly to rats? And so, the parents of Hamelin cried for the lost children, and no music was played in the town for hundreds of years. There had once been a mayor in the town too, but one day he disappeared, and everyone quickly forgot about him. The end. To watch more stories like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and goodbye.